Did you know that public speaking is the #1 fear for most people, beating out even death? That's right. In fact, research shows that 75% of people are more afraid of speaking in front of a crowd than they are of dying. Imagine that. But here's the shocking part: with the right skills, you can easily conquer that fear and turn public speaking into one of your greatest strengths. What if I told you that becoming a great speaker doesn't require years of practice or a natural gift? In fact, a few simple changes in how you speak can completely transform how people listen to you. Whether you're giving a presentation at work, speaking at a family gathering, or even posting online, the ability to communicate clearly and confidently can open doors you never thought possible. In this guide, you'll discover proven strategies that make public speaking easier, even for the most nervous speakers. From using your body language to mastering your voice, you'll learn techniques that will help you stand out in any situation. Ready to dive in? Let's start. Chapter 1: The Magic of Presence. Command the room without saying a word. Your presence in a room matters more than you think. Studies show that 93% of communication is non-verbal, with body language and tone accounting for the bulk. So, before you even say a word, make sure you're standing tall, with shoulders back and head held high. This posture exudes confidence and makes people take notice. Imagine walking into a room and immediately feeling the room shift, as if everyone just knew you were there. It's powerful, right? A study by Harvard Business School found that standing with open body language increases your chances of being seen as a leader. When you walk into a room, scan the space. Make eye contact with a few people and smile. Don't rush to the podium, let your presence be felt. This sends a signal that you're in control, even if you're still mentally preparing to speak. Chapter 2: The 3-second rule. How to start with a bang. First impressions are everything, especially in speaking. You have about 3 seconds to capture your audience's attention. In those 3 seconds, most people will decide whether they are going to listen to you or zone out. So, make them count. One of the best ways to start is with a compelling question. Ask something that makes people think, like, what if everything you knew about speaking was wrong? Alternatively, a surprising fact or a short, punchy story can hook them in instantly. Remember Steve Jobs' famous iPhone launch? He opened by saying, "Today, Apple is going to reinvent the phone." Simple, direct, and bold. A study from Princeton University shows that our brains are wired to respond to surprise and novelty. If you can shock your audience or make them curious in the first few moments, they'll want to hear more. Chapter 3: Voice Play. Harness the power of your voice. Your voice is your most powerful tool as a speaker. But here's the trick: you don't need a booming voice to captivate. A well-modulated voice can make even the simplest words sound powerful. Use your pitch, tone, and pauses to emphasize key points. For instance, slow down when you're making an important statement. This allows your audience to digest what you've just said. People often overlook the power of pauses. Silence can be incredibly impactful. It gives people time to reflect on what you've said, making your words more memorable. A well-placed pause can build suspense or emphasize a key idea. Voice experts agree that varying your tone makes you sound more dynamic, rather than sounding like a robot reading a script. Enjoying this guide? Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell for more tips on becoming a master speaker. Chapter 4: The Power of Story. Make your message stick. One of the oldest tricks in the book is storytelling. But storytelling is more than just entertainment, it's science. Studies from the Nielsen Group show that people are 22 times more likely to remember information when it's delivered as a story. Your brain craves narrative. This is because storytelling activates both the left and right hemispheres of the brain, making your message more memorable. When telling a story, start with a relatable character or scenario. People connect with stories that feel human. You don't have to be a novelist, just keep it simple. Personal stories work best because they add authenticity to your message. Ever notice how TED speakers often share personal anecdotes? That's because storytelling builds trust and emotional connection with your audience. Don't just talk at people, take them on a journey. Chapter 5: Mind over Matter. The mental shift that will transform your speaking. Mental preparation is often the most overlooked aspect of speaking. Before you even start talking, you need to get your mind in the right place. One of the biggest hurdles to overcome is fear. According to studies, 75% of people experience some form of anxiety before speaking. But here's the catch: anxiety isn't your enemy. In fact, it can fuel your performance if you reframe it as excitement. Positive affirmations and visualization techniques are powerful tools. Imagine yourself speaking confidently, connecting with your audience, and nailing your points. According to psychologist Amy Cuddy, adopting power poses before speaking, like standing with hands on hips, can help lower stress levels and improve performance. It's all about shifting your mindset. Great speakers aren't born, they train their minds to thrive under pressure. Chapter 6, The Silent Speaker. Listening your way to mastery. It's easy to think of speaking as the most important part of communication, but listening is just as critical. Active listening is a skill that most great speakers possess. It's not just about hearing words, it's about understanding them. When you truly listen, you're able to respond with more insight, making you sound more thoughtful and engaged. In fact, research from the International Listening Association shows that effective listening can increase your credibility and improve relationships with your audience. You can actively listen by nodding, paraphrasing, and asking follow-up questions. By engaging with your audience this way, you make them feel heard, which makes them more likely to engage with your message. Don't just speak, listen and connect on a deeper level. If you're ready to become a great speaker, be sure to subscribe for more actionable tips and tricks to boost your confidence and connect with any audience. Public speaking doesn't have to be hard. With the right strategies, you can make the entire experience feel effortless. From mastering your body language to harnessing the power of your voice, each of these steps will take you one step closer to becoming a speaker people remember. Practice these techniques, and before you know it, speaking will not only feel easy, it will feel natural. So, go ahead, take the stage, and let your message shine.